Hi everybody, welcome to BX3, beautiful, bolty and bitey. It's been a while since I've actually talked to you guys. I've just been posting feeding videos and whatnot, but today we're doing something a little bit different. I have, for my first time, actually it'll be my second time, my first time doing a taxidermy where we lost one of our Redunculus, which was super sad. And so I tried doing that for the first time, and once we got her pinned, we've basically been letting her dry out, and so we will be I'll actually be doing something with her at the end of this video. The first thing that we're going to look at is me working with a huge, beautiful female metallica. Poecilotheria metallica. Yes, said it right. Anyway, but this is going to be my second really attempt at doing this. So hope it works out. We'll see. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoy, and let's get to it. Right, so the first thing I did was actually open her up and take all the insides out to clear it and clean it as much as I could. I then also put in alcohol, and then to help keep the shape, I put 3 or 4 of the Q-tips in there to hold it together. Then I'm putting in the stuffing, poly stuffing, which takes a long time to do, but did get it, and putting in the glue to seal it up. And then once the glue dried, I went ahead and flipped her over and shaped her booty a little bit so that she looked better. At this point, we've got this beautiful piece of wood that has a bunch of lichen. It's very dry, that we are placing her on because we want her to dry in a position on the wood so that she stays in that position when we place her. So you know, a lot of people do put them on the foam and whatnot, but we figured this way at least she dries in the position that we actually want her in. That way it doesn't change anything. Once she dries, we'll just move her from that piece into whatever we're going to do for her. But you set her up, and then you pin her, and we'll watch that in just a second. But it is important to do this when she's still, not dried, because you can't move them when they're dried. They just break and get very brittle, which will break off the pieces very easily. One of the other things is while you're actually working on them, I found that if you don't actually finish while she is the alcohol is still in the booty area, before you put in the stuffing, you need to make sure that the alcohol, it's still a bit damp. If you let it dry all the way, then it doesn't stretch. So here he's putting the pins in now that he's got her exactly where he wants her, on the beautiful piece of cork bark that's there. And you put in as many as you feel comfortable. It just helps keep the tarantula in place, and you can get pretty creative. But I think she turned out pretty good, especially for the second time I've done this. But yeah, she looks good. Now we're putting the silica packets around her, and then we will seal her up and let her dry. Awesome. She looks pretty good. Most definitely.
Hopefully you could see that on your camera, because I was
And here's a picture of our sweet little Rhododontus that passed away. So we just went ahead and taxidermied her and put her in with the silica, and she's been drying ever since. So let's get her all fixed up, shall we? She has dried, so now we're going to put her into her little place. I'm using black sand, and the mosses actually that I have there is actually really dry. There's no moisture at all in it. I decided to go ahead and put her on, once I take out the pins, put her actually on that rock, because I did it on the foam. She is non-movable and I didn't want to break anything. So as you can see, I kind of put her on there because she actually looked like she was moving across the rock. And yeah, it ended up looking pretty good for my first time, I guess. But we loved her very much, and so we wanted to do something really nice for her. She was a really sweet tarantula. But there she is. And you know, it's for my very first time, it's not that bad. It ended up turning out okay. I did notice the, you know, you do your best, and the more you do it, the better you get at it. But that's the little sweet enclosure I've decided to make for her, and it's sealable, so it'll keep all the moisture out, and she will stay dry in there, but that way we get to enjoy her for many years to come. So thank you guys for joining us, and yeah, let me know what you think.
Yeah, it's almost Sunday. Well, good.
Look how blue her paws are.